Come in, please.
I must take your fingerprints for the investigation.
I imagine that I really don't have a choice for the requirements of the investigation, Inspector.
Thanks. Just one question. I won't be here for long. Lorenzo told me that you are as venal and tyrannical as your grandfather.
Lorenzo doesn't like anything that is contrary to his creative ravings, Inspector. That's all.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
My grandfather was a rich and powerful man. In his life, he had all the women he wanted, and I doubt that a young island girl caused him to lose his reason.
What do you think of Christina?
Meeting Christina was one of the most important events in my life, Inspector. She is my soulmate, my feminine other. We are in total harmony on all counts.
Okay.
I love interrogations. If I speak bad, then you correct me, right, Jack?
Sonia said that you are a tease.
Sonia thinks that I want to steal her husband, but it is he who sweet-talks me, Jack. I'm not to blame.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
Love makes one lose one's head. That's what they say, isn't it, Jack? But I'm not up to date on what happened between Walter Jones and Baina.
Thank you.
I recognized your footsteps, Inspector. Come in and do your job.
Well, all this is very touching. I must take your fingerprints for the investigation.
My fingerprints? Because you seriously think I'm a murderer, Inspector?
Thanks.
I rather like being interviewed. Go on, sir. An autograph, too?
Why do some people here compare you to Anna Jones, Walter Jones's deceased wife?
To tell you the truth, I didn't know her, but it seems that she was a very gentle woman. How opposites attract. I say this, but I didn't know Walter Jones before he lost his wife. Maybe he was more hospitable back then.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
I swear that, strictly speaking, I know nothing, Inspector. How could I?
What do you think of Christina?
I like my brother-in-law, but between us, Inspector, don't you think it's a little strange that Marco would be with this woman? It's an indiscreet relationship.
What can you tell me about Marco?
I like Marco, and I respect his choices. If he's happy with Christina after all, it's good.
Thank you.
Stop this search immediately, or I'll call your superior and file a complaint.
I must take your fingerprints for the investigation.
Good. Well done, man. What do you want me to say?
Thanks.
What else can I do you for, Inspector?
What do you think of Christina?
I don't know Christina well, but when this woman walks into a room, you can feel the general level of adrenaline rise, that's for sure.
What can you tell me about Marco?
Marco, he was always grandfather's pet. Even when we were children, he was the favorite. And the old man helped him hugely in his political success.
I was told that you are a gambling addict of sorts.
It's not a secret for anyone. Gambling is stronger than I am.
It seems that you have financial problems, Billy.
No, some small gambling debts, basically.
Marco says that your childish irresponsibility is painful for your family. What is he talking about?
I love my brother, but he ought to mind his own business. It's true that I owe some money to my wife's father, but that doesn't concern him. I've never asked anything of my brothers and sisters.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
I don't know anything about it at all. With grandfather, I didn't speak about most things, and certainly not about sex.
I understand. I must take your fingerprints for the investigation.
Okay, Jacqueline.
Thanks.
What is it? What do you want, Jacqueline?
For what reason was the hotel staff fired?
Old Jones did not give a damn for the men whom I asked to come and work in the tower. These men will never trust me again. I betrayed them. Do you understand that, Jack Norm?
What happened to the maintenance staff of the tower after that?
They went back to their houses on other islands. Walter Jones drove them away like dogs. It's me who made them come here, Jack Norm, so they are furious at me. This is natural.
A hotel of this size, deprived of all its staff. It's a darn problem, I'd say.
I did not want this business to lead to the firing of my friends. My diva stole from me. My diva cheated me, Jack Norm. My diva did as much harm to me as to old Jones.
Does their attorney defend your interests well?
Old Jones thought that we were too stupid to defend ourselves. He thought he could do whatever he wanted here. But this island is ours and no one else's.
Walter Jones was cheated well and good. But did he appeal this judgment?
My diva company cheated old Jones because it held the money from Jones to buy the island. The island is ours. This is as it should be.
Jones was not the type to take a verdict like this lying down. What's the status of the appeal?
Old Jones never gave up, that's for sure. But now he is dead, Jack Norm.
Sonia says that Walter Jones was to compose with you. What does she mean by that?
He made a huge tower on my island, and in exchange, I got nothing. So I said that it wasn't fair.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
My daughter is pure. If Walter Jones wanted her, it was Walter Jones's problem and not Baina's.
Hubert de Noland says that you are an opportunist and a nuisance.
I don't know. I spent the evening in the cabin with Baina.
Hey, Jack. It's Winnie Kopp, the helicopter pilot. Can you hear me? We're coming in an hour to get the body. Finish what you have to do, because after that it'll be a party. See you soon.
I need you to enlighten me on a point. So, tell me a little about Billy.
Billy Jones is bizarre, Jack Norm. When Billy makes jokes, Billy laughs a lot. And Colio does not understand why. Colio does not understand Billy's jokes.
What do you think of Christina?
Christina is a very beautiful woman, Jack Norm. Christina is tall, strong, vigorous, and supple as a creeper.
I would like to know more about Martin.
Martin? The husband of Sonia Jones. I do not know Martin.
What can you tell me about Marco?
Old Jones had the blessing of the gods with Marco. Marco is the grandson of Old Jones, and the name of the Jones family is honored by Marco, Jack Norm.
What can you tell me about Clara?
I like Clara very much. Clara says hello to Colio. Clara smiles at Colio. Clara is a good woman.
I must take your fingerprints for the investigation. Thanks.
Correct match.
I need you to enlighten me on a point. What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones? Where were you and what were you doing last night? What did this... What? Well, so, how did opportunistic buy strange? How did you... What is... So, what do you... I would love... What do you think of Colio? What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri? I would... What do you... What can... Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention? I think you're making fun of me.
Who was at the Tortoise Belvedere the night of Walter Jones's death? Lorenzo, Baena, and Nolan were at the Tortoise Belvedere the previous night.
Hi, Reeves. There were quite a few people around the billionaire that night. But above all, it's a young woman of the island called Baena who seems the most suspicious to me in this story. The problem is that she's not very talkative. To put it bluntly, she's mute.
I see. But what was this girl's motive? And how did she manage to push an obese man weighing 500 pounds into the water?
I still don't know a lot, Reeves. Give me a little time. I'll find the answers. Talk to you soon.
I was at the restaurant with the...
That's okay. Come in, please. Hello? Granger? Okay, thanks. You have the quote on Wall Street? I'll wait. It's okay? Shit. It's still going down. Must do better, Granger. I'll call you at closing. That's it. Do your best. Thanks. Yes. That's it. Yeah. All right. I'm awfully sorry, but I've got things to do.
What did Walter Jones tell you regarding his estate?
Walter Jones led me to believe that he wanted to make up with his grandchildren. He loved them despite all their deceptions. And he wanted the succession of the estate to pass smoothly.
Are you aware of what happened between Jones and Miss Baina Jumhu last night?
Inspector, I am aware of the importance of what I am confiding in you. I saw that Baina pushed Walter from the cliff. I saw it with my own eyes from the window of my office. I immediately went to the area to see if I could assist Walter.
Baina seems to have been defending herself against Walter Jones.
I can't swear by it, but I don't think so. A man in a wheelchair does not represent a danger. Moreover, she already had a violent relationship with Walter Jones. It wouldn't surprise me if she started it again.
I thank you for your help.
What happened between Walter Jones and Baina at the Tortoise Belvedere? It was a dispute with Baina that led to Walter Jones's fall.
Hi, Reeves. The daughter of the fisherman and Walter Jones had a vicious fight, which is presumably what provoked the fall. But I don't know yet if that is what killed him. I'm impatiently waiting for the report of the forensic expert.
Okay. I'll let you know the Chief Butcher's report as soon as I have news.
One hell of a day at work. I'm gonna go and rest a little while waiting for the forensic expert's results. Off to bed. Tomorrow is a new day. And I have this feeling that this investigation is going to have more surprises in store for me.